based on the discussion a while ago, they're able to get the correct answer. And if you also wish to have more question, a varied type format, like for example, a while ago that was check boxes. Now this time we have drop down, right? So the question here is match the parts of an email to this example. For example, could either be local part. So there are actually two parts of email. May it be a local part or the domain part. Then the students were able to choose whether which is the local part of this option. For example, the local part here is the John L. Palama, and the domain part is at su.edu.ph. So the previous question was check boxes, and the second question is drop down. So it's you're not just focused more on all multiple choices question in one type of assessment. It would be really best to make it more interactive in a way, applying various and varied um, resources for assessment. And then once you're done with that, you submit and you're able to automatically receive feedback, right? You're able to automatically receive feedback to your answer. Next, continue. Okay, then and so on and so forth. So that's how we able to integrate micro learning in the classroom. Now, that's for assessment and class activities. Another example, in terms of, I remember Dr. Dave Marshall items a while ago talks about focus group discussion. Okay? Focus group discussion or so-called FGD in the classroom. So the way we use that, the way we apply that in the virtual classroom is through, for example, in our case in MTech, we usually have module exit tickets. What is this exit ticket? Student cannot proceed to the next module if they were not able to finish the first module. It's really a requirement for them to finish the first module for them to open the second module. And if so, the students were not able to answer the first module, the other module exit tickets will not be open. Now, we're talking here micro learning for assessment and class activities. The way we incorporate um, what we call this mm, micro learning in terms of activity is this one through our exit ticket. For example, in in module one, right? In module one, I'll just give you an idea. In module one, there are actually one, two, three, four, five subtopics about introduction to ICT. Right? There are actually five subtopics to introduction to ICT. Now, before the module two will be open, the students needs to answer exit ticket. It's actually short reflection. The way we applied micro learning to this one is, for example, the question, as we close module one and to prepare for you for the first assignment, please spend a few minutes reflecting and answering the following question. Which of the topics in module one do you currently feel most confident? So the student will choose only one. Instead of sharing a lot to what they have learned in module one, we applied micro learning to specifically ask them which among the topic they feel most confident in applying to their specific discipline. Same is true to the next question. You can actually ask what are the feel free to share three at least, for example. But in our case, we just only, since we applied micro learning in the classroom, we only choose and let them choose one among the five topics that they really feel most confident and least confident of, right? So that's one thing, module exit ticket. Another example is, we call this. The performance task, I'm here actually. The performance task for empowerment technology. Um, our performance task is scaffold from module 1, 2, and 3. Let's go back here. Modules 1, 2, and 3. Module 1 talks about the introduction to ICT. Module 2 talks about the different applied productivity tools such as MS Word, MS PowerPoint, call this. And uh, very quickly, I'll share it to you. There's one different productivity tools and collaborative development, right? And for module 3, a moment, this talks more on safety, security, and ethics and online research, which if we click on safety, security, and ethics, there are also a lot of topics about information security, netiquette, and the responsible use of social media, for example.